We're so back with the dulls, with the very fast dulls today. Am I crazy to think that that's Kate Winslet and this might be the movie Quills? Might be Ratatouille. This is like this is The Favorite. They had, but this is like they're not dressed like The Favorite. They're dressed like they're at the Royal Society, but this is not The Favorite. This is like some mastering. He does like solicit a commission in Master and Commander. Oh, no! Paranorman? Tim Curry. Old Tim Curry and a foot in a jar. I don't know. Andy Serkis? Is this like Sweeney Todd or something? Are they eating human meat? The Demon Barber of Fleet Street? Brother, I'm crashing the fuck out. Is this Hugo? I've never seen Hugo, but I know it has Simon Pegg in it. The answer was Birkin hair? I thought it was a bag. The hell is Birkin hair, man? I respect it, though. I respect that on Fridays, they bring the heat. They bring some harder games on Fridays. That's crazy. They're very famous grave robbers in the UK. Yeah, but like, I'm talking about the movie, man. I'm talking about the movie. If this shit came out 2022 straight to streaming, I don't consider it a real piece of media. No disrespect. I also don't make real pieces of media, but like, oh, shit is from 2010? All right, well, never mind. It's just not that good, maybe. Tight end Marcus Pollard caught 35 touchdowns for this AFC team. It's not going to be the Steelers, because that was Heath Miller, at least for a point here. Unk really caught like 4 touchdowns a year, and now he's got a trivia question named after him? Okay, you'll never be Gronkowski or Gonzalez, man. Or, I don't know, Antonio Gates. What am I talking about? I don't know, man. Maybe you're a member of the Raiders. Just a guess. No idea. No longer with Boston. This forward led the Celtics with 27 points during their Game 7 win over the Bucks in the 2022 East semifinals. Not Jimmy Butler. I have no idea. No longer with Boston. Probably Jalen Brunson. Since 2000, there have been 4 sweeps in the Eastern Conference Finals, of which this team has been on the losing side of 3 of them. That's interesting. This is a tough question. Teams that get swept in the Eastern Conference Finals. I know people, I'm not in chat, I'm assuming people are typing Leafs, LOL, but the truth of the matter is that it's not the Leafs, because the Leafs have not made the Eastern Conference Finals 4 times or 3 times since 2000. They made it like once in 02 or 01 or something. So I'm thinking, strangely enough, I'm thinking of teams that have actually been very successful, because they have to have made the Eastern Conference Finals a lot to have been swept 3 times. So I'm thinking that it's like the Islanders were in the conference finals regularly recently. The Canes had a lot of success in the early 2000s up to the mid 2000s, and then also over the last like 7 or 8 years. And then the Capitals have been in there too, but I'm gonna say Canes. I'm gonna say the Carolina Hurricanes. Damn. That was tough. And again, they shouldn't be embarrassed. I mean, getting swept in the conference finals 3 times is embarrassing, but they make the conference finals like 80% of the time. So I give them respect, man. Bill Knight and Bill Bowerman founded, this must be Nike. That is James Corden, and I want to say Demi Lovato. I mean, James Corden is inimitable. It could be Jennifer Garner, man. Oh, it's been so long since I've gotten a face mashup correct. It feels good to be back, man. It really is Jonah Hill. I thought you were being needlessly rude, man. But that is just Jonah Hill with like lipstick on. Discontinued in the 90s, the big bucket of spaghetti was an item served by this pizza chain. Big. I'm going to assume that's Little Caesars because they love alliteration. Makes perfect sense, man. The big bucket of spaghetti. Bucket of spaghetti is foul, dude. Ed O'Neill, Katie Seagal. This is Married with Children. David Faustino. But you still can't play me, you stupid groupie baby. I don't want no groupie hoopie who only wants my gravy. You ever hear that one? That's I Told Them by David Faustino. I basically, I got tipped off to it by Giant Bomb being into it back in the day. No, that's Bud Bundy's rap song from like 1991. Sorry, I had to sell it so rough, but when you're in the industry, you go with this stuff. You should really listen to David Faustino's I Told Him. I Told You? I think it's I Told You. Grossing over 200 million, the 2009 documentary This Is It. What? This must be about Camp Low. I'm just kidding. It's Michael Jackson. Luke Combs cover. This is Fast Car. I don't know anything about Tracy Chapman or Luke Combs, but I do know that song was inescapable last year. You had me going for a second? I'm a big Camp Low guy. Or at least I'm a big Uptown Saturday Night guy. I don't know if they ever made another album. Bucket of spaghetti is pretty disgusting, man. Got all these buckets coming out of my ears. Buckets of noodles in my head. I gotta go faster if I want to do the good dulls. Just found out I got shingles. I'm 33. Any advice? Now listen, I feel for you having shingles. Can I say, I don't take your question offensively, but I am not the sickest man in Earth's history. I've never had shingles, okay? So I don't have any advice about having shingles. I think you should talk to a doctor, or I guess you already did, and then maybe like Google what to do when I have shingles, and they'll give you some recourse. I've never had it, man. I don't know what to do. Now, if you got Tony Soprano right now, Tony Soprano's got Campylobacter, and I was like, I know what my man's going through. Let's just say we didn't have the same dreams when we were having the fever dreams from the Campylobacter, but at the same time, I'm sympathetic to Tony, who has done some things wrong, but still is a fellow man who is going through it right now. And I hope you get over the shingles as well. My uncle had it, and it was really bad. That's like adult chicken pox, but you don't just get itchy, right? Like you get, like it hurts. One of Dan's chickens died today. That's terrible news. But also the only thing I can think of is what if E.B. White wrote The Stranger? Anyway, let me think about this for a second. Wall Street, these are movies with Michael Douglas. No, they're not. Michael Jordan. What? E.B. White, she wrote Charlotte's Web. The Stranger, it opens with the line, Mother died today, or maybe it was yesterday. It's a very... You know what? I hope you bought your tickets to the live action How to Train Your Dragon remake. They're going to need you there opening night, okay? You're not cut out for this. You're not cut out for the kind of content we're putting out today. With even just the slightest lilt of academia in it. Now you're just being rude. Oh, go fucking join the crowdfunding campaign for Bullet Train 2. E.B. White was a man? Now that's crazy. God is my whole life assumed Charlotte's Web was written by a woman. 100%. That's not misogynist. I thought it was written by a woman because I couldn't believe that a man could write something that good. If anything, it's misandrist. You ever think about that? That movie or that book, I should say, kind of ruined how I feel about spiders. Every time my wife charges me to kill a spider, I just think about it exploding into like 10,000 spider eggs where little baby spiders come out at the end. Oh, shot, man. Oh, shot. Same? Sorry, I should pay attention here. Herb. It could be another silent letter thing. End. Shrub. I mean, vine, shrub, tree, and herb are different types of plants. Okay. These are famous streets, man. Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard, Rodeo Boulevard. I mean, this seems like the red herring, but I gotta... Yeah, okay, so that's the trick. All right. Taurus. Ford Taurus under the floorboards of a Ford Taurus. This is also a constellation. Things with stars. Hollywood Walk of Fame. Not really. Types of wipes, like a dissolve wipe. Neuroplastic is kind of crazy. Michael Jordan. Things associated with Chicago. Things associated with Bulls, dude. Boom. There we go. The Mentat was on today. The Mentat was on. Scrapyard. Scrap zone. Scrapyard. Dissolve. Hourglass. These feel like transitions in PowerPoint. Am I crazy to click this? Something about it, man. Kubrick, Stanley, Hollywood sign, neuroplastic, hourglass. I'm thinking of like compound words. Is that insane? Hollywood, sunset, neuroplastic, hourglass, like portmanteaus. Oh my God, man. Hourglass. Hourglass has sand. It's associated with time. Associated with time. Hourglass, dissolve, sunset, end. Dissolve? Already guessed. Thank you for saving me. Kubrick. Could be brick. Kubrick. Hollywood. Sorry for taking a million years here, but I'm on my last guess, man. I got to give it a chance. End times. Sunset Boulevard. Things associated with the passing of time, man. Dissolve. Neuroplastic. Kubrick, Stanley. The Shining. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Things related to like Eyes Wide Shut, man. I don't know. I don't know, dude. So we know that this was one away, right? What could we be missing here? What goes with these? Scrap. Scrap means to finish something. You're quitting it. Dissolve it, lad. Like to stop a project. Hollywood Kubrick neuroplastic hourglass? Ending with building materials. Oh, ending with building materials. We got there. It was tough, but we got there. Mentat owns you? He doesn't own me. That's what you want, man. Like, you want him to own you a little bit. You want the puzzle to be annoying. That's why you played it. Otherwise, it would be like one of those calendars that's like, you know, math of the day. 6 plus 7. Oh, that's 13. All right. See you tomorrow. Wordle is free today. Is it offensive to say, I'm not asking if you're offended, because I already know the answer. Is it offensive to say that Wordle is a stupid person's idea of a smart person's game? Now, that doesn't mean you can't play it. You can enjoy it. But I feel like Wordle is like one of those things that if you were really, really stupid, you would be like, that's a game for smart people. Connections is that's a little different. Scrandle is the true Mentat mode. Unit of distance that can precede stone and age. Mile. Kind of powder used for hot chocolate. On the button. Ready? Connections. Links. Let's nod and say we did. Obviously, this is not right. Spreadsheet unit is a cell. This is on the button is eager. I can't! Gutsy determination is moxie. What the hell does on the button mean, man? That's not going to work for me. I can't! Oh, exact. I don't know why I was thinking on the button, like the button that launches like nuclear bombs or something like that. Not on the button, like that's right on the button. I was thinking about that Soviet dude who didn't start World War III, as I often do. Almost 90 seconds. Well, I spent 30 seconds crashing out at like Wordle players, so. Yeah, the submarine dude. You know, people have started to like, this is what I say, knowledge is a curse. There was another thread on Reddit I saw about the Soviet dude who didn't launch the nukes. And then like there must have been a video essay or something that came out. Every reply was like, he wasn't actually the guy in charge of sending the nukes. He was the guy who was going to kick it up the chain to tell the people above him to shoot the nukes. Like we really gotta stop this dude from getting like too much glazing in his legacy. Either way, he cut the chain of command, man. It would have been so easy for him to be like, not my problem. But instead he said, nah, this doesn't sound right, dude. I'm still glazing him. Say his name, Stanislav Petrov. That's my boy right there. What's that Latin phrase? Nothing human is alien to me. Woody Harrelson says it in Triangle of Sadness, which is very reminiscent of the Sopranos episode that I'm on. You know what I'm talking about. Millionaire cheesecake. Product of Italy. They say I got a great cheesecake. Imported here from Italy. With real glasses? They don't even give this shit to you on the airplane, man. That's fucking crazy. That's got to be a little expensive. It comes with real glass, man. 6 3-ounce cheesecakes. I think it's $15.99. It has an air of wealth to it. I'm not saying glass is like super expensive, but like, I don't know. It costs money to be treated with dignity these days, man. $10.99 is kind of crazy. These look good. This is like what a cheesecake would look like to a bird. I don't mean that in like a negative way. Did you know if you have crows haranguing you? Sorry, this is information I stole from Ira Glass. Did you know that if you have crows haranguing you, you can fool them just by wearing sunglasses on the back of your head? Because it's all gonna be Ira. That's so true, man. Me and Jamaica choosing what podcast to listen to. Everything gonna be Ira. Steven, 3 Bomba Clot podcast with the fuck off bumper. It was 3. Yeah, they usually tell like 3 stories, I think. Please stop. You literally are an enemy of NPR. We got Jamaican NL before GTA 6. Don't even get me started on the GTA 6 stuff, man. How are people taking this game so seriously? A, it's not even out. People are like, it's the most serious undertaking in video game history. You know, when it comes out, Mission 3 is going to be like driving an RC car with a glitter bomb to like blow up an influencer's Cybertruck or something like that. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Unasked for, but much appreciated. Is going to be peak. It's art. It's literally gaming's version of The Godfather 2. Tommy Vercetti, we need you to pilot the... Okay, now, so you're telling me I'm going to have to strap a fucking dildo to a quadcopter and then fly it into a fucking bedroom? It's the most serious case ever made for the thesis that games are art, man. That's Saints Row. You might want to play GTA 5 for like the first time since you were 9. Because I'm telling you, I played it a few years ago. There's a lot of that, man. New Line Cinema. This could be Austin Powers, man. I'm a big Austin Powers International Man of Mystery guy. Never mind. John Travolta, 97. Small drop off week 2. So I'm thinking like phenomenon. Can I get a genre? Comedy. Oh, it's Michael, maybe. Michael feels like a 1996 movie, though. Never mind. This is a movie where John Travolta's an angel. It's not Face Off, you frauds. Face Off came out in 1995. You don't know anything about the filmography of John Woo. That's true. It did come out in 1996. That's a good point, man. Michael's the only John Travolta movie I know. That's fucking funny, man. There were like the 90s were rife with movies where like angels came to earth. Michael, City of Angels, Angels in the Outfield, The Sixth Man. Touched by an Angel was around there at that time. Shine. I never saw Shine. I don't know if Shine's about a ghost. There was some kind of spirit involved, though. Field of Dreams, Meet Joe Black. Fallen is what I'm thinking of, not Shine. I'm thinking of Fallen. Is that the one where he says, time is on my side? I never saw it. The trailer freaked me out. I was like 5, so cut me some slack. 1997, Tom Cruise. That's interesting. 4 years pre-Vanilla Sky, 1 year after Mission Impossible, but it's not really... I mean, that could have been a Christmas 96 movie. No, it's Jerry Maguire. I'm basically stupid. I'm basically dumb. It's a good movie, though. The fall off of Cameron Crowe has to be studied, man. He was like the king of Gen X. What the hell? How did Elizabethtown come out? That doesn't make sense to me. We got to figure out what happened to Cameron Crowe, man. Miramax must be Oscar buzz because it's Riz or more theaters in week 3. Sorry. Well, never mind. Probably not Oscar buzz, but word of mouth. Rarely do you see a plus, man, after a movie's been out for a little while. That's kind of crazy. 36% drop off week 6. I mean, a Disney 1997, it's not my area of expertise. A family comedy, so many dogs, so little time. 102 Dalmatians? 101 Dalmatians. Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's 101 Dalmatians remake. Okay. Like, at least when they were doing live action, and this not good, to be clear, but at least when they were doing live action remakes in the 90s, they had the wherewithal to cast Glenn Close. Now they're like, it's The Rock that we're putting aside our principles for The Rock. Not to mention that 101 Dalmatians, the animated movie, I'm pretty sure it came out in like 1959 or something like that. Wasn't like 6 months before the live action one came out. "20th Century Fox." Starring Michelle Pfeiffer from 1997. That's tough, man. It's a romantic comedy. She was having a perfectly bad day, then he came along and spoiled it. George Clooney and Michelle Pfeiffer? Melanie Parker, an architect and the mother of Sammy, and Jack Taylor, a newspaper columnist and father of Maggie. That's too many names. I'm reading the Old Testament here. Humor is added by Sammy's propensity for lodging objects in his nose and Maggie's tendency to wander. Here's the only thing I can think of. Truth About Cats and Dogs. Right era, but I don't see Janine Garofalo. I don't know. What is it? One Fine Day. I think at one point I knew that this movie existed, but that's crazy. That's a crazy thing, man. $0 budget? Well, like the information wasn't available back then. Because if they published it, then they'd have to pay Michelle Pfeiffer, some of the gross. Begging for scrandle while there's still time. Okay. Scrandle. I'll placate the masses. Can I also say, in terms of things that I think raised my aura at dad dinner, everybody got a separate check, paying mine with cash, and thus settling my tab in an instant, whereas at our table for 13, everybody else was paying by card, so I had to do the pass them the terminal, pick a button, tap it out, beep, 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 beep. You know what I'm talking about? Hello. I've been soaping it. Sometimes I use the dish soap to wash my hands. You think it's like... Now, I'm, again, on the subject of perfect is the enemy of good. It's probably better to use the hand soap, but... I got the +2 from the wife, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's play daily. If I'm being honest with you, they both look really bad. Sorry, I was flabbergasted for a second. They both look really bad. The pizza, this is not an all-starve situation. I will eat the pizza. What? No, man, no. The pizza was 10 pounds? It's either 10 quid for the pizza that I could eat or like 6 quid for the chicken burger that I'm going to throw in the garbage can, man. Oh, this is crazy, okay? You're going to think that I'm virtue signaling, but I'm being real with you. I like a sausage roll more than chicken hearts, but chicken hearts are not bad tasting. They're okay. They're meat. They just taste like meat. It's not like, it doesn't taste like organ meat. They just taste like meat. The sausage roll, though, looks insanely bad. It looks heavily undercooked. It's like when you take a frozen pizza out of the oven before it's done. So we're gonna take the chicken hearts on a stick. Okay, that felt right to me. It has to be the beer boot over an absolutely decrepit pulled pork sandwich. I'm sorry to do this. I like Seattle as a city. Trade war notwithstanding. I've been to Seattle a lot. I'm not saying I work for the Michelin Guide, or Zagat's. I'm always underwhelmed by the Seattle food, man, which is not to say that there's not good restaurants. But, you know, I feel like in Vancouver, you throw a paper airplane, it hits a restaurant that's pretty good. And in Seattle, I'm eating teriyaki, I'm eating Korean, I'm eating ramen, I'm eating American, and I'm always like, it's just not quite at the level that I would have expected. I don't know. You'd think that Portland was in the probably better than Vancouver. I'll admit, but I don't know. Somehow, like they'd skipped over Seattle. Sonoran hot dog. I mean, I don't I don't mind the green bun. I'm assuming it's like maybe it's St. Patrick's Day or something. Whatever this is pretty bad. Like it does make this look like an ass or something. But 10 snails in vinegar, I gotta go with the hot dog over that. I've eaten snails before, but I'd prefer the hot dog. Cheese dog versus pulled pork sandwich. It's got to be the cheaper cheese dog. If you just take the cheese out of it, this is perfectly edible. This is just depressing. Bacon sandwich. Oh my God, this is tough, man. Bad bacon sandwich for 11 pounds or pretty bad nachos for 20 pounds? I think you go nachos because at least you're splitting it. But even though this is basically like 2 persons worth of nachos. Sausage roll where the package is stuck to the roll. Or a rectangular piece of pizza with 1 olive on it. I guess I'll take olive pizza because, I mean, I think that might be poison. Mathieu's herring sandwich versus pizza slice. They didn't even cut it on the cuts, man. I mean, I like herring. And even for the price, I would rather have the pizza slice, just given these pictures, even though it doesn't look like an amazing piece of pizza. At least I might smile while eating it. I just can't vote for this. Oh, but 18 pounds for a cheeseburger and cheesy chips, but the burger's not even in the picture, man? But then, like, upside down pie on a bun? I don't know, man. This is bad. You do get the PSG water bottle. I'm stunned this has a 32%, but cheeseburger versus Greek salad. Well, that's like for 9 pounds. I mean, I get that you're at the World Cup. For 9 pounds, this is offensive. Also, 1 olive again. We go horrible cheeseburger on that one. 9 out of 10 today. That's pretty bad, man. That's not a good day at the office. The Office? Ten snails in white wine vinegar. Google Wagon kebab. It's not as bad as you think. If I look this up and it's exactly as bad as I think, it's exactly as bad as I think, man. What do you mean it's not as bad as I think? Now I got fucking Facebook open because Google Images doesn't let you just select the image anymore. I know it's been like that for like 10 years, but open link in new tab, opens a fucking, now I'm on the Manchester Evening News website, and thanks to GDPR, which I actually really appreciate, first I gotta click manage the cookies, and now I gotta click like reject all cookies from the Manchester Evening News, and now I gotta say like, no disrespect to the journalists, but like, I don't want to pay £9 a month for the Manchester Evening News. I live in Canada, man. I just wanted this picture. Like, this is exactly as bad as I thought it would be, man. That's pretty not good. Like, the pie burger is crazy because, like, the pie is already bread. And I'm a bread lover. You just don't get it? I mean, it's just kind of crazy for me to think that, like, I came from you guys. Like, you might be, like, 19 from England and then be like, you're 36, you're old, you're out of touch. But, like, your country is old as fuck. It's, like, 1,000 times older than mine. I think your country is the boomer, and you got to escape, man. You can't be eating pies on bread. It's not slander. It's not Great Britain slander. I feel like they're... I mean, I think they've taken the piss, if you'll allow me to say it. Maybe I'm Italian. I got to do a 23andMe. If it shows that I'm Italian, it's going to be a great summer, man. It's going to be a great summer. That shit is going to be like 92% Thai. I just know it, man. You really think you're 92% Thai? I think until I do the test, which I'm never going to do, I can just pretend that I'm whatever would suit me best for the joke. Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not, brother. Let me take a quick look at Puckdoku. Nah, it's not going to be Puckdoku today. Sorry, Puckdoku. We'll go to FoodGuessr. That looks good, man. Chocolate cookies, dulce de leche, cream cheese, milk, coffee, whipping cream, and chocolate shavings. A decadent dessert featuring layered chocolate cookies. A dessert made from other desserts kind of goes crazy. Cream cheese, milk, coffee. That to me, that strikes me as an Italian dessert, man. What? It's South American dessert? Brazil? Choco torta from Argentina. That's sick, man. Argentina's cooking on that one. South America got game. No doubt about that. Dulce de leche is mostly from South America. Yeah. And Stanislav Petrov didn't actually stop the bombs from going off. He just interrupted the chain of command so that the person above him didn't get ordered to launch the bombs. Yeah, no, I get it. I know you know everything about the world. You've learned it all through the 16:9 light source directly in front of your eyes right now. I get it. You're better than me. This is from China. Wow, he's a genius. Some shit made of rice flour with Chinese characters on it. How did he know? Skewered goat meat. Interesting. Goat meat soy sauce. And galangal always makes me think that we're talking Indonesia. And not just because there's a piece of Indonesian cuisine in FoodGuessr every single day. Every time, man. Every time. Gastronomical genius, please. I'll live with that. 14K. Indonesia's a big place. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. What kind of video essays you been watching about Indonesia lately? It's massive? Yeah, but it's smaller than the Earth. No disrespect. Holy, did you hear this? Why do you hate video essays? I don't. I love video essayists. I hate the people that watch them. In the same way that, like, probably, dude, people are out there getting annoyed by my viewers. I'm sure like other streamers are like doing shit that feels like original and authentic to them. And then someone in chat is typing like NL bid, NL did this, blah, blah, blah. And then some of this shit's being reflected on me when I'm actually, I might have come up with this shit, but it's actually my audience that's annoying you. I don't get mad at the primary source, man. I don't get mad at the rain, I get mad at the puddle. Hopefully spell check works today. I like how they put a bridge here, just in case. I don't know. Is it a bridge? If it's like a light rail? Oh, whatever. We got it. Like, I don't know if a SkyTrain track is a bridge, man.
Raven. A noun means ferocious. A adjective means...
Does the pharaoh in ferocious come from iron? Or does it come from another word? I get that pharaoh as a Latin prefix has 2 R's in it, but like language changes all the time. Comes from feral. But what does the fair in feral come from?
Praise. A verb meaning to express a favorable... Thistle. A noun meaning any of various...
From the fair. We are all going to the World's Fair, people. I'm not sure if you just figured that out.
Thorn. A noun meaning...
Damn, there's a fucking witchy round here. One ethical use of AI. Telling ChatGPT to just code the spell check app, but make it work. No disrespect, but like, it's a little crazy. I'll put my principles to the side to get a sweet little treat. Every year on the Sunday after Thanksgiving, the town of Armonk, New York has a festival and parade in honor of what fictional character? Papa Smurf. Jimmy Durante's final job was narrating what 1969 TV special that also featured, maybe it's like Santa Claus? Rudolph Thumpity Thumping Ice Golem? Sasquatch? Or a Yeti? Yeah, it's a Yeti. Or maybe it is a No, it's yeah, the Sasquatch, the abominable snowman. The Sasquatch is not necessarily a... Oh! Oh. A plant tendril is also known by what other name from the Latin for curl of hair? Technically, airplane contrails are made of full-on clouds of what wispy type? Cirrus? Okay, we're back. I thought I was insanely washed. The earliest works of Buddhist scripture are known as the Tipitaka, or in English as the Pali Veda. Ryan Kelly shot his Pulitzer-winning photo of the Charlottesville car attack using what brand of camera? Canon makes sense. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. King Charles holds this position at the University of Wales and Archbishop McElroy at the Catholic University of America. What is it? Rector? Chancellor? Chancellor? You're goddamn right. That's what you get. I went to a university in Canada very inspired by the traditions of the United Kingdom. I know what a chancellor is. We don't have deans, okay? We don't have deans where I'm from. You wouldn't last a minute in the neighborhoods they raised me in. Yes, we do. I didn't get that serious into the academia, okay? UBC has deans. I didn't go to UBC. Oh, wait, that's right. We did have deans now that I think about it. Yeah, that's a good point. We had a chancellor too, though, and a principal. I don't think they do anything. There can't possibly be that much to do that they need 3 people to do the same job. Because as far as I'm concerned, principal, chancellor, and dean, it's all the same shit, man. Famous for its Riesling grapes, the Würzburger Stein vineyard is in the Franconia region of what German state? Alsace-Lorraine? Originally hailing from Nuremberg, Bratwurst is among... Oh, it's Bavaria, huh? Why didn't you say so? Southernmost? I thought Franconia would be like, you know, the one that's the westernmost German region. Bro went World War I? I guess Alsace-Lorraine is France, huh? Now that I think about it. Who won World War I again? I forgot that for a second. We did. That's right, T. Except now that I think about, well, yeah, that's right, T. Just don't worry about what Granddad was doing like 20 years later, T. Italy was on the good side. They were like the light side in World War I, right? Yeah, you got it. Nobody was good in World War I? Okay, well, who started it, buddy? That's right, Kaiser Wilhelm II. Excuse me, Gavrilo Princip did not start the First World War. He shot a dude. He didn't issue the declaration. That's a non-nuanced take, man. He did? No, he didn't. He was part of the inciting incident, bro. Kaiser Wilhelm II then said, let's put this shit into gear. He who smelt it, dealt it? I think I'm with you, man. The treaties obligated them to go to war after that? Oh, we have no choice but to get involved in the war to end all wars. The piece of paper. Oh, we can no longer consult with our brains and our spirits. The pieces of paper our hands are tied by the pieces of paper that we fucking wrote, bitch. That we fucking wrote. There's nothing I could do. They left me no choice but to start the First World War. If that's me, I'm ripping that shit up. Not to mog Kaiser Wilhelm II. If it's go to war or draw 25, shuffle the deck, bitch. I'm drawing 25. They shouldn't have done that shit, man. That's true, but if they didn't do that shit, we probably wouldn't have Stanislav Petrov. It's a good point. Is it true that Kaiser Wilhelm II mostly was mad because he was getting mogged by like 2 inches on his height by all of his family members? Or he had like kind of a squeaky voice or something like that? But he was like, I'll show you. And then he lost. Listen, I'm sure like if you want to be nuanced, it's probably more nuanced than that. But I think we can all agree he's probably frying in hell right now, right? Yeah? All right. Him and Alexander the Great. I forgot what I was talking about. What did Alexander do? I don't know. He killed like 700,000 people or something, which was like, I mean, it's a lot now, but that's like a hell of a lot of people in like the year negative 600 or whatever. And his movie sucked. That's definitely true. Don't all monarchs go to hell? What about Prince? And Bonnie Prince Billy. He's still alive, I guess, now that I think about it. King Crimson? Prince was homophobic? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to need to see a source on that one because that doesn't pass the smell test. That's what I'm saying. He was? No, Shab. Prince was homophobic? Grok, is this true? Was Prince homophobic? From r/Prince. Yes and no. Peak era Prince, 79 to 88, I'd say most certainly not. He was arguably a queer icon. Now, Jehovah's Witness era Prince in his latter years certainly said some things that could be construed as homophobic. So that they could be construed as homophobic. So yes, all right. I thought Prince was like, I thought he was pan. No, he's just straight, like me. Prince was just like me. That doesn't. I don't know, man. Why are you surprised? I mean, have you seen Prince? Like, have you seen me? We're talking game blouses. It's crazy, man. Damn, they will really go to bat to defend Prince, huh? Like many here have said, I think the more homophobic remarks are a product of Prince's later life. That's the New York Times way of saying he said that homophobic shit, man. What do you mean they're a product of his later life? They're a product of his fucking mouth, apparently. That's true. I need to go to r/Prince haters. But I don't hate Prince. I hate this aspect of him. That when you use the passive voice makes it seem like it is divorced from his actual art and personality. This is crazy, man. We could do Bandle, really. Well, I do want to do Bandle, but first let me do this. Oh, yeah, we just did that. Let's do Disorderly first. That's crazy, man. I mean, I never would have assumed that Prince was homophobic, man. You're kind of blowing my mind. And I can't believe Liberace was gay. Women loved him. Ah, whatever. Purple Rain's a great album. That's an alt. And 1999, to be fair. Sort these things by when they were created, starting with the most recent. There's a human being on here. Okay, so Dustin Hoffman is like 80. So let's start Least recently is furthest away. So it's like he's 80 plus 9 months because it's when he was. Well, now we're getting into a fucking prickly subject. Was Dustin Hoffman created at birth? Was he created at conception? Or was he created somewhere between birth and conception? Or is he being recreated every day? Because this Dustin Hoffman that you saw in I Heart Huckabees ain't the same Dustin Hoffman that's out there now, man. Maybe there is no Dustin Hoffman. There's just a man playing the role of Dustin Hoffman and also Dr. Eggman in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Gotta assume Iron Man's from like the 60s. And then the Iron Man song is from like the 70s. And I'm guessing the Michelin Man is from like the 1940s or something. Because they don't make horrifying mascots like that anymore. And then Miss Pac-Man's gotta be the late 70s. Man, I'm kind of like the best to ever do it, to be honest with you. I'm kind of like Enrico Fermi. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Damn, Dustin Hoffman's almost 90 fucking years old. That's crazy. That's insane. He's not even 80? Grok, is this real?